Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at the first new rules preview for the new Astra Militarum Codex. This video is sponsored by the Game Bunker. More on that later. Field dedicated command, infantry, and heavy weapon squads for the three biggest Astra Militarum regiments. The overwhelming might of the Astra Militarum is drawn from its vast number of systems and worlds across the Imperium, each bringing their own combat doctrines to bear against the Xenos, the Heretic, and the Traitor in humanity's unending war against anyone who gives them a funny look. In the new Codex Astra Militarum, three of the most famous regiments, the Cadian Shock Troops, the Death Corps of Krieg, and the Ketachin Jungle Fighters, all play a little differently under the new core infantry options. Alright, so very cool. We got the brand new Krieg box coming up in just a couple weeks. And then with that box, we're going to get early access to the Astra Militarum Codex. It'll be released a little bit down the line for individual purchase. But in the meantime, we're going to have brand new rules, detachments, and all sorts of other awesome stuff coming for the Astra Militarum. So let's take a look at some of those rules previewed in the Warhammer community article. There is now a separate datasheet with individual loadout options and rules for infantry squads, heavy weapons teams, and command squads, offering more chances for strategy and synergies. The Cadian Command Squad has Cadia Stands rule, granting the benefit of cover against ranged attacks that target them, as long as an officer still lives. Paired with weathering covering fire from Cadian heavy weapon squads, which allows Overwatch attacks to hit on unmodified hit rolls of 4 up while within 6 inches of a friendly platoon unit, such as the Command Squad and its Shock Troop Bodyguard. You can build a redoubtable firebase able to hold objectives with determination. So very cool. You're always going to have cover with your Cadia command squads as long as the officer is still alive. And then also your nearby heavy weapons teams are going to overwatch on 4s. So suddenly they're going to be basically taking an extra shooting phase. So having a heavy weapons squad with a few las cannons or autocannons, something like that, is suddenly actually quite a threat on Overwatch. So we have covering fire. Each time you target this unit with the fire Overwatch stratagem, while resolving this stratagem, hits are scored on unmodified hit rolls of 5 up, or an unmodified hit roll of 4 up instead if this unit is within 6 of one or more friendly platoon units. And then Cadia Stands, while this unit contains an officer, each time a ranged attack targets this unit, if this unit is within range of an objective marker you control, models in this unit have the benefit of cover against that attack. Okay, so a little more detail here. Covering fire is going to allow you to automatically hit on 5s with Overwatch, but then it goes to 4s if there is a platoon unit nearby. And then Cadia Stands is going to only grant you the benefit of cover while you're on an objective you control. But still, really cool abilities, very flavorful, definitely nice. And next we have the Death Corps. The new Death Corps of Krieg heavy weapon squads are deployed to provide direct support to their platoons. They fight to the very last, upholding their final duty to unleash one devastating last salvo. Krieg command squads represent the grim determination of the Death Corps, conveying stratagems and orders to subordinates even when battle-shocked. So we have final duty, while this unit contains a fire coordinator. Each time a heavy weapons gunner model is destroyed, roll 1d6. On a 3-up, do not remove it from play. The destroyed model can shoot after the attacking model's unit has finished making its attacks and is then removed from play. So being able to shoot on death on a 3-up, very cool. And then we have Grim Determination. While this unit contains an officer, you can target this unit with stratagems even while it is battle-shocked, and orders issued to this unit do not cease to affect this unit if it becomes battle-shocked. Alright, so very cool. You're going to be able to target your units with stratagems even if they're battle-shocked, and then also you're going to be able to retain your orders, which would normally go away if you battle-shock. Not anymore. So definitely some nice rules right here, and again, very, very thematic. Super cool. I'm getting really pumped for the Krieg. Years of fighting on hostile death worlds have made the Ketachins even more deadly in less hostile environs. And the Ketachin Command Squad Gung Ho Command grants assault to all ranged weapons in the squad. Meanwhile, with the cry of Bring It Down, their heavy weapon squads concentrate their fire on a monster or vehicle, rerolling hit and wound rolls of 1. Alright, so again, super thematic. You're going to have assault on all of your weapons. That is very cool. And then also you're going to reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1 with Bring It Down, which is a very strong ability. I really hope that we see some new Ketachin models though. The old stuff is definitely pretty dated. We've seen a couple of cool characters come out in the limited range, like special edition models, and I know that Games Workshop has massive potential with all the other Astra Militarum units that have come out. So let's hope that with the Codex we also see at least a baseline Ketachin kit, if not a couple other ones, because they are in desperate need of an update. So we have Bring It Down. Each time a model in this unit makes a range attack that targets a monster or vehicle, reroll a hit roll of 1 and reroll a wound roll of 1. And then Gung Ho Command, while this unit contains an officer, ranged weapons equipped by models in this unit have the assault ability. So assault's going to be nice, it's going to keep them mobile, make sure that you're getting out a little bit of firepower as you get closer to an objective, while you're trying to get those high OC bodies onto a point. And then also Bring It Down, being able to reroll hit rolls of 1 and wound rolls of 1 against monsters and vehicles, definitely going to make your heavy weapons teams much more capable. Now a quick word from today's sponsor, Game Bunker. Game Bunker carries a full range of Games Workshop products including miniatures, terrain, paint, tools, and more. Game Bunker offers 15% off MSRP for most Games Workshop products with the discount code WHMS. Receive free shipping in the continental United States on orders over $145. Online orders ship out within 24 hours. Game Bunker is a veteran-owned business. Use affiliate link below, enter discount code WHMS to save 15% on most items at checkout. For fast, friendly service with a discount on your favorite tabletop wargaming purchases, visit GameBunker.net and let them know that Warhammer Man sent you. Using these units in unison helps the Astra Militarum punch above their weight in war zone rife with superhuman soldiers, ancient technological marvels, and monsters beyond mortal imagination. Not that any commissar worth his salt would let his troops express the idea of the Imperium was lacking in offensive capability. With a host of new detachments and a new option to take Rogal Dorn tank commanders, there's plenty to dig into in Codex Astra Militarum. Our coverage continues this week ahead of the Death Court of Krieg set arriving on pre-order this Saturday. And then there is also a special note. The generic Platoon Command Squad and Platoon Infantry Squad datasheets have been removed, but there's nothing to stop you from using one of the 3 archetypes for your own infantry. Do your Mordians have more in common with Cadia or with Krieg? Okay, so 2 important notes there. 1, they are removing like generic Platoon Command Squads and Platoon Infantry, but there's no reason you can't essentially just proxy those in as your other squads. So I think that was basically something that was bound to happen eventually, and overall for the better. So you can still have your like super thematic army, and then you can just use whichever set of rules that you want. You're going to have to differentiate them. If you do have something like Mordians or Steel Legion, as you're going to have to be able to differentiate which of those are going to be using the Acadian rules, and then which are going to be using Krieg or Catachin rules, etc. But a simple little dot on the base or something like that is no problem. And then also, special note here, Rogal Dorn tank commanders, let's freaking go. That is awesome. So no more just Leman Russ tank commanders. Now you're going to be able to take Rogal Dorn tank commanders as well, which means you're going to be potentially upping your ballistic skill, being able to issue orders from them, all kinds of other cool stuff as well. So very, very cool. Definitely super exciting. The opportunity to be able to shoot on death with your heavy weapons teams, or the opportunity to be able to overwatch on 4s with your Cadian heavy weapons teams. We got a bunch of new detachments, a bunch of new models and data sheets. I am super freaking excited for this new Astra Militarum Codex. I absolutely cannot wait for the new Krieg box to come out. I am super excited to get these bad boys on the table, to get to painting them, and to check out the new rules and improvements to the Astra Militarum. So very, very cool. Let me know what you're most excited about, what you're hoping to see in the Codex. Are there any particular detachments that you'd hope to see? Any particular changes or abilities you want to see in the book? Or if you're just overall excited for the new models and starting a brand new army or expanding on the one that you already have. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. And special thanks to the Game Bunker for sponsoring the channel. Check out the link in the description to save 15% on most Games Workshop products with code WHMS at checkout. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios, I'm Warhammer Man, and the Astra Militarum are looking better than ever. And I'm out of here.